Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Flip Side of Mud. Yes, it's been a while since I've done a video, but I needed a little bit of a break from doing these, so I took a little while off. I don't know when the last time I did a video was. Don't really remember. But we're still doing the series 58,000 Lives, a tribute to the fallen of the Vietnam War veterans that passed away, all 58,256 of them. Like always, I give an update of where I'm at. I haven't even been writing. Like I've done some last day or two, but I have taken a break off everything. I kind of needed a break. But today I got to 791 out of 2,000, 791 out of 58,256, and we are on video 29, starting at 560. So I'm a good, 230 ahead of myself on writing. But we're at 560. We're still in the A's. We're gonna be in the A's for a while. Um, if you have family that has a different letter or last name than A, just wait. I'll get to it. I'm going alphabetical order. Underneath the video series, it's under Vietnam Veterans Series A, and then when I get into the B's, I'll do one for B. So it's a lot easier to find your family member. You don't have to go looking through all. How many videos do I have to do? 2,912 videos trying to find your family member. You can break it down by letter. Anyways, like always, I do a little bit of a story of each one of them. You just kind of follow along, and I show a picture, and we sometimes throw some humor in here a little bit since it's not. It want to be all dark. That's pretty much it. That's what we do, guys. If you enjoy this, just like and follow and subscribe and all that good stuff, and you'll know when the next video I do comes out. But we're gonna do all 58,256 if it takes me the rest of my life to honor all of the Vietnam veterans that lost their life. So, with that being said, let's do right into it. We're doing 20 per video, so I'm gonna knock out 20 again tonight. Like I said, it's been at least 2 weeks since I've done one, but I needed a break. You can only do these so much. But anyway, let's get right into it. This is 560. This is SP4 Raphael Ang. His middle name is ANG. So Raphael Ang Algarian Riviera. Algarian Riviera is hyphenated. I don't. You'll see it. Raphael Ang Algarian Riviera. Crazy name. He was born March 28, 1942. I have a question mark, so that means I look at the Homer record. Juncos, Puerto Rico. He died January 27, 1966. He was 23 in Vietnam. He served with A Company, 1st Battalion, 7th Cavalry, 1st Cavalry Division. I could not find any info on him, probably because he was Puerto Rican and it's hard to find information on foreigners. But he's on panel 4E, line 90 of the Wall Memorial. If you haven't been to the Wall Memorial in Washington, it is a must see. You're standing in front of the Lincoln Memorial. There's a path to your right, goes right around the corner. It's right there. Must see. Let's give SP4 Riviera a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is SP5 George George Barclay Alger. He was born September 24th, 1920 in Colorado. He died November 30th, 1968. He was 48 in Vietnam. He was with the 11th Aviation Company General Support, 11th Aviation Group, 1st Cavalry Divisions. A munitions bunker exploded, killing him. Ooh, that's bad. He's on panel 37W, line 9 of the Wall Memorial. Now, a lot of times when the information is really long, I don't want to write a whole page, so I screenshot the photo on my phone and I read it live. I save those for the live reads. That way you guys can get the same reaction that I'm getting. Like I know what happened here because I wrote these down. But the photos I don't read. I just screenshot them and save them for these reads, so y'all can get my live reaction of what happened. So just so you know, when we run into that, you'll probably get at least one or two of them here. Let's give SP5 Algar a moment of silence. Algar, we thank him for his service. Okay, this is PFC Roger Dean Algier. Born July 15th, 1948, question mark. Mount Vernon, Ohio. Died November 26th, 1968. He was 20. Vietnam. He's with A Company, 7th Cavalry, 1st Cavalry Division. No info again. He's on panel 38W, line 63 of the Wall Memorial. Give PFC Algier a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Oh, I do have some. Is it the photo? Okay, I do have it. There's a photo. I usually write C photo, so I didn't write anything. So here you go. This is first. Come on, this is gonna be a live read. Okay. On November 26, 1968, a U.S. Army helicopter UH-1H from the 15th Medical Battalion was conducting a medical evacuation when it was shot down near Quan Loy and crashed and burned. There were no survivors. The lost crewmen included. There were 6 passengers at the time aboard the time of the shoot down. Also aboard was the body of PFC Lloyd A. Chess, who was killed in action previous to the attempted medical extraction. Chess was promotionally, I can't ever say that word. Promoted to corporal. The aircraft went down northwest of LZ Rita. The medevac reportedly received heavy ground fire and crashed roughly 3 miles south of the Cambodian border. At the time of the shoot down, all infantry companies in the vicinity had received orders to move south or southwest in a hurry to clear the area for an impending B-52 arc light strike. 2 rifle companies were airlifted back to the location of the downed medevac on November 28th, Thanksgiving Day. They located the wreckage and the bodies confirmed their fatalities, and called the recovery assistance. All the bodies were recovered and airlifted back to Quan Loy. Okay, so I did have information. All right. Let's give PFC Roger Algier. Did we do a moment of silence? Yeah, we did because I skipped to the next. Okay. Okay, this is Sergeant Antonio Lopez Alho, ALHO. He was born October 25th, 1946. I can't see my writing. There we go. Westerly, Rhode Island. Died March 26th, 1969. He was 22. In Cajon, Hoi, Vietnam. He was a 20th Special Ops Squadron, 14th Special Ops Wing, 7th Air Force. He was an AUH-1F. The Green Hornets crashed and burned. It was flying at 4,000 feet when it experienced severe vibration and auto rotation was initiated, but during the descent, the main rotor severed the tail boom. 7 were lost. He's on panel 28W, line 42 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Sergeant Alho a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is SP4 Arfing Clifford Ali. He was born November 2nd, 1943 in New Jersey, Atlantic City's home record. He died February 20th, 1966. He was 22 in Vietnam. He was with the 101st Airborne Screaming Eagles. He was with B Company, 2nd Battalion, 327th Infantry Regiment, 101st, on a search and destroy mission on the second of a 10-day sweep. They set up on a small hill. They dug foxholes, and at dark, Ali left his position and moved to the forward of the line to relieve himself. I remember this story really well. He went to the front of the line to take a piss. He failed to alert others that he was doing that, and on his return, he was fired upon by a cherry trooper, aka an inexperienced replacement, with an M16. He was critically wounded in the left thigh, right arm, and left lumbar. They called in a medical helo, but they had a hard time finding them because they were dug in trenches. He died 9 days later at the hospital. The removal shooter was disarmed and kept overnight on the hill. That's all it would say. But he went. Just imagine going to use the bathroom and then coming back from the bathroom and then you get shot because you forgot to tell people, "Hey, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back." That one deserves a star. I forgot to tell y'all that I put stars on special stories that need more in-depth conversation than just a 30-second read, and we're going to save those for the podcast we're going to do in the future, where we sit down and give a 10, 15, 5, 10, 15-minute read on them and discuss the story further. Did I say what panel he was on? Panel 5E, line 53. Let's give SP4 Ali a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. And another thing is, if I have any funny pictures in between all my screenshots, I will share them as long as they're appropriate. That's where we get a little bit of humor. Sometimes I have some funny photos. Um, oh, gotta turn the page, David, whatever your name is, David. You know what I'm talking about, David Seeger. Seeger, yeah, Seeger. Turn the page. Robert Seeger. Is it Robert Seeger? I got Bob Seeger. I'll get it right in a minute. Turn the page, Bob. That's what I meant to say. This is PFC David Elisa. Born January 5th, 1948 in New York. Died August 29th, 1968. He was 20. Dien Hue, Vietnam. He was a D Company, 2nd Battalion, 501st Infantry. Died from multiple frag wounds. He's on panel 46W, line 55. That usually means a grenade, but sometimes it's claymore and sometimes it's artillery, but it's usually grenade. He's on panel 46W, line 55. The War Memorial. Let's give PFC Elisa a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is Staff Sergeant Israel Elisa. Born 9 September 15th, 1932 in Queens, New York. Died January 10th, 1967. He was with C Company, 2nd Battalion, 12th Cavalry Regiment, 1st Cavalry Division. No info, artillery. That's the only information I could find. He died by artillery, but no info. He's on panel 15E, line, get out here, fly. 13 of the War Memorial. It's a gnat, not a fly. I'm going to get him. Let's give Staff Sergeant Lisa a moment of silence. Thank him for his service. I just got some nice onion rings from Sonic. That's why he's over here, but I will get him. This is PFC Manuel Elisa Jr. Born October 23rd, 1944 in Puerto Rico. Died June 28, 1966. He was 21, Vietnam. He was with A Company, 27th Infantry, 25th Infantry Division. Died during an ambush patrol called Ambush Purple. Only info I could get. He's on panel 8E, line 103 of the War Memorial. Let's give PFC Elisa a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is SFC Miguel Angel Cruz Elisa. Born October 23rd, 1944. That's the one I just did. Born August 24th, 1936 in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. Died March 22nd, 1972. He was 35. CAMAV, Vietnam. CAMAV, Vietnam. He's with Advisory Team 51 HQ, Military Assistance Command, Vietnam Advisors, Military Assistance Command, Vietnam. Died from an explosive device. All I could get on his information. He's on panel 2W, line 118 of the War Memorial. Let's give SFC Elisa a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is PFC Robert Elisa. Born October 6, 1948. Home record was New York. Died October 1st, 1968. He was 19, just barely 19. Died in Vietnam. He was a B Company, 720th MP Battalion. His Jeep he was riding in ran over a landmine. That's a bad enough story. He's on panel 42W, line 52 of the War Memorial. Let's give PFC Alicia a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is Sergeant David Elisa Serrano. Born May 24th, 1942 in Rio Piedras, Puerto Rico. Died May 17th, 1969. He was 26. Tay Nguyen, Vietnam. He was a G Company, 8th Cavalry, 1st Cavalry Division. Died from multiple frag wounds. He's on panel 24W, line 27 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Sergeant Serrano. Isn't that the name of the pizza? Seriano Pizza? Let's give him a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. I think that's the name of the pizza place. This is PFC Robert Eli Alinci. I don't know. Alinci, born May 11, 1946 in Pennsylvania. Died October 12, 1968. He was 27. Quang Nam, Vietnam. He was with the 198 Light Infantry Brigade, 46th Infantry Regiment, 1st Battalion, D Company, in a defensive position when their location was hit by lightning. 2 died, including LNC. I don't want to mess his name up. Died by lightning. First one had his died by lightning strike. He's on panel 41W, line 50 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give PFC LNCC a moment of silence. And thank him for his service. I probably botched his name so bad. My apologies. This is Sergeant Lester Warren Alapio. Born November 27, 1949 in Hakalua, Hawaii. Hakalua. I got remnants of my onion rings. Onion rings on me. Died February 18, 1971. He was 21 in Vinh Long, Vietnam. He was with the 213th Engineering Detail, 159th Engineering Group, 20th Engineering Brigade. Died as a result of a stroke. He's on panel 5W, line 114 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Sergeant Appeal a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is Warrant Officer Francis Dominique Alavento. Born December 20th, 1946, New York. Died April 8th, 1969. He was 22 in BND in Vietnam. He was at H&H Battalion, 2nd Battalion, 17th Artillery Regiment, 41st Artillery Group, 1st Field Force. On an OH-6A helicopter, was flying in bad weather when it hit a mountain. Both crewmen died. The remains were not found until 4 months later. Well, I forgot to do stars on them. Did I have one where I wanted to do stars on the past one? I don't even remember. I don't think so. He's on panel 27W, line 35 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Warrant Officer Alan Vento a moment of silence. And I'm not showing those pictures. It's where some of the medicine that was given to me when I had my knee surgery was causing vasculitis. So I had to save the pictures for my dermatologist. So they are not good pictures at all. So we'll just pass on those. This is Sergeant Theodore Alcree Jr. Born November 9, 1935. Home record was Ridgely, West Virginia. Died November 21st, 1966. He was 31 in Gia Lia, Vietnam. He was with C Company, 5th Cavalry, 1st Battalion, 2nd Brigade, 1st Cavalry Division. See photo. All right, here's a live read. November 17, 1966, 3 companies from the 1st Battalion, 5th Cavalry, 1st Cavalry Division began reconnaissance and force operations in the southwestern corner of, I almost said Pikachu, Pleiku province along the Cambodian border in support of Operation Paul Revere IV. In support of Operation Paul Revere. Companies were air assaulted into that must be really picking up. The companies were air assaulted into widely dispersed landing zones after. Let me take just a second, check my weather, make sure I ain't under no tornado or nothing, because I have it on Do Not Disturb. So would be a bad time to have a tornado. Just a little bit of weather. All right. Before he were After 4 days of searching and re what I've never seen this word before. Not reconnect, RECONNO, which would be recon, like connecting, but it's reconnoitering. Oh, okay, it's like reconning. It's a bigger word for recon. After 4 days of searching and reconnoitering, I've never heard it used that way. The 1/5 was scattered about their positions. On November 21st, Company C was situated in the ambush posture along the well-used trail they had discovered the previous day. During the morning, its three platoons resumed patrolling a short distance from the border. Small groups of enemy soldiers were observed, and the platoons maneuvered to gain fire superiority. Second platoon was soon in contact, and third platoon moved across low ground beneath the hill to reach the second's location. They were ambushed by a super-sized force. They took cover and immediately returned fire. In the few moments, the third platoon was taking heavy fire on three sides while trying to fight their way to higher ground. The platoon was nearly wiped out. Only two men survived, one by smearing blood on his own wound on his face and playing dead. The enemy moved in, killing the wounded and picking up all their weapons and radios. The second platoon was also heavily engaged in the wooded area. The first squad was completely wiped out. In total, C 1 and 5th lost 33 men in action. Oh my God. What happened to the other guy? One of them got away by rubbing blood on their face. That's nuts. What a story. That one deserves a star. Which one did I just do? Which one was it? All right, building. Let's please not fall down here. Ooh. I'm going to hit the pause button and I'm going to walk and look out the front door. I'll be right back. Just to make sure we're alive. Okay. We are alive. Some stuff was blowing all over the front of the store. So I had to go rescue it. Now, I think I put a star on there where I was at, right? We just did that video with read the photo. I believe so. Yep. Okay. So now, did we do his stuff? He's on panel 12E, line 98 of the War Memorial. Let's give Sergeant Al Creed Jr. a moment of silence. Thank him for his service. He's coming down out there. Okay, this is Corporal Carl Kelly All. Born June 30th, 1947 in Midland, Indiana. Died June 3rd, 1968. He was 20 in Dong THAP, Dong Thap, Vietnam. He was A Company 39th Infantry, 2nd Battalion, 9th Infantry Division. Died from multiple frag wounds. He's on panel 61W, line 24 of the Wall Memorial. Give Corporal Carl Kelly All a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Woo. It's that time of the year. This is SP4 Rodol Rodolfo Rodolfo P. Alagones. I'm glad I ain't got to say the first name again. He was born January 14th, 1946 in Hawaii. He died August 19th, 1969. He was 23. Vietnam. He was a B Company, 6th Battalion, 31st Infantry, 1st Brigade, 9th Infantry Division. With an 8-man recon team while checking out a location to set up a night defensive position, a command detonated mine exploded. 6 were wounded and Algar suffered shrapnel wounds throughout his body. He died later in the hospital. He's on panel 19W, line 65 of the Wall Memorial. Give SP4 Alagones a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is PFC John Kevin Alary. Born July 14, 1950 in Columbia, South Carolina. Died October 7, 1968. He was 18. Quang Nam, Vietnam. He was with H Company, 2nd Battalion, 5th Marine Regiment, 1st Marine Division, 3rd Marine Amphibious Force. Was killed during Operation Mamaluke Thrust. He activated an enemy explosive device. He's on panel 41W, line 21 of the Wall Memorial. I about to say Mall. Let's give PFC John Larry a moment of silence. Thank him for his service. Okay, this is SP4 Donald Eugene Allen Jr. Born February 14, 1948. His home record was Dover, Ohio. Died January 21st, 1969. He was 20. Quang Ngai, Vietnam. He was with H Troop, 17th Cavalry, 198th Infantry Brigade. Died from small arms fire. He's on panel 34W, line 46 of the Wall Memorial. Give SP4 Allen Jr. a moment of silence. Thank him for his service. All right, this is the last one we're going to do on this video. This is number 20. This is Lieutenant Michael John Allard. Michael John Allard. Born September 12, 1940 in WAUSAU, Wausau, Wisconsin. Died August 30th, 1967. He was 26 of Vietnam. He was the ATTSQ-153, Carrier Air Wing 15, USS Corel C, Task Force 77, 7th Fleet. Flying the Douglas Attack Skyhawk A4E, he crashed and was listed as missing. His remains were recovered in 1993 and identified in 2000. That one deserves a star for sure. He's on panel 25E, line 67. Let's give Lieutenant Allard a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. All right, guys, that concludes video 29. And we'll be starting tomorrow, video 30 at 580. I'm going to continue writing here. And if you enjoyed, love the history like I do of learning about these guys, you don't have to do the work. I do the work, and you just listen. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. You guys help me out. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you on the next one. See you on the flip side.